Well, this is the last look at the 2023 Audi A5 Sportback that I will be turning in shortly. I'm getting ready to leave to take it to the dealership. So just taking a last look on this blustery Friday morning. That fuzz is from the car cover I had on. There's little remnants of fuzz. So more last looks at the A5 that I'm turning in. Trying to delete this. I'm going to turn it off and make sure that it's been deleted, because I thought I deleted the user yesterday. Okay, it's deleted. So I will miss these ventilated seats. The S5 I have do not have them. That's the biggest thing. And then missing the heads-up display. If I can zoom to it. That's why I have this little camera here, so I can capture it. I'm just waiting for the idle to go down. So you have the Quattro badge. I guess that's disappeared from some vehicles. There's the trunk release. Okay, so the idle's gone down. It's time for me to go. See ya. as soon as I get to the dealership, I'm going to park and take off the license plate before I even go in there, and also take off this dash cam bracket. And I think I should have some time to go do a quick run in that forest preserve thing. Stay away from that dump truck. That'd be the last thing I would need, is have a chip in the windshield. Got another want to do one last drive. This is where I test drove the S5. They gave me a white one, I think it was last May or something, and then they gave me the newly designed A5, I think it was June or something. I took them down this road. Unfortunately, didn't have the right camera to film the drive at the time. But I did take some photos, so maybe I can put those on a video. Like I said, I was not impressed with the digital skateboard screen. It just, something that is sure to break and cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And then I've been reading on the forums about all the bugs and glitches, and people are having a lot of trouble. And even the service department, when I took in the S5 on Tuesday, I can tell they don't have high opinions of it either. They're saying that a lot of the car enthusiasts are keeping the old Audis. Pothole. So I'm going to backtrack and go to the dealership. It's kind of a nice area. If I had more time, I would have been able to turn left and see what's over there. I believe I took this route too during the test ride. There's a cop. Sure, that cop's trying to trap the people coming from the east and speeding down this road. Kind of a nice mid-century type of neighborhood. '50s and '60s homes. Yep, this is Pearl Road again. So, should get there just in time. Then, when I get home, we will cancel the insurance of this vehicle, or on this vehicle, and then I'm going to go on the DMV website and close out the plate. So the car still has a half a tank, a little over a half a tank, so it didn't burn a lot of gas on the way. The S5 is going to take a lot more gas. It does burn. That's the thing. I knew about it before I got into it, so I can't bitch. Wonder if that Audi up ahead is going to turn into a dealership. Okay, so I'm going to do a last walk around of this car. So the license plate screws are in there. I got the key fobs. So everything license plate taken off. And there's only that little scratch down there that they already know about. It's been documented. The F-line badge. So everything is intact. Okay, so I'm going in. See at them. So today was bittersweet in that I had to turn in the A5. Well, I chose to turn it in because I didn't want to buy it. But it was bittersweet. The sweet part was I no longer have to pay insurance for 2 vehicles. I don't have to maintain the vehicle. I'm saving on fuel. You know, so that's the plus side of it, but the bitterness of it is kind of a regret that we couldn't use it. There's no room. I thought that maybe we could keep it, but again, the biggest thing was no room, and then the fact that it would just be a pain to move around. And then maintaining it, and then you don't know what the long-term reliability would be. But I am kind of regretful getting rid of that green color vehicle because they're quite rare. I mean, the dealership, one of the service guys said that he's only serviced a couple of them, and then the inspector said the same thing, that he only has seen a couple of the green Audis, and also the fact that Audi no longer offers that color unless I think you have to go through Audi exclusive with the factory order. So that's the regret. And I actually felt a little sad when I left the dealership, kind of like a void. But I'm really growing to like the S5. I do like the red, I think it's called Progressive Red. And the other thing is the S5 doesn't have the ventilated seats, but I'll get over that, and I'll get over not having heads-up display. But the S5 is pretty much loaded. It's got all the options, except it didn't have the Prestige package. And then the S cars, it's quite difficult to get the ventilated seats unless, I guess, you get Alcantara or some kind of limited choice. But because it has the Napa leather seats, you can't get the ventilated seats. So it's kind of regretful that Audi is so rigid in their choices, but it is what it is. So yeah, it's kind of got it, it's kind of pluses and minuses to turning it in. And then the thing is, I hope that whoever gets the car takes care of it. I told the service people Tuesday that I was turning in this car. I told people at work I might post something on Audi World once they see the vehicle listed at the dealership, because Audi World is basically car enthusiasts. So I don't think somebody who wants to put cheap gas in the car and not maintain it should get the vehicle. It sounds kind of snobby, but since that color is somewhat rare. But yeah, I wish, I had a huge garage. But I don't. I think I would have kind of regretted keeping it, even though I would love the car, but that's life. You gotta make trade-offs. You can't have everything. So, it's nice that we have a SUV and not two sportback vehicles that are quite low to the ground. So it's almost like me getting a Miata, love the Miatas, but can't do it. I mean, they're not good in the snow, so it is what it is. So, like I said, bittersweet day. I made sure I took a lot of photos of the vehicle as I drove it for 3 years. Unlike what I did not do when I had the 2000 A4, I wish I would have taken pictures. I didn't take any pictures, but you didn't have digital cameras at the time. I think the only pictures I have of the silver 2000 A4 is it shows up in background photos, but I still have the pamphlet that I got at the dealership at the time, that I grabbed, even though I wanted a Passat. But it was a good thing they did not have the Passat that they told me they did. So that's how I ended up with my first Audi, but I can go on and on about that. So I'm kind of glad too that it's turned in. I don't have to worry about it getting damaged. So it's kind of a relief, but it's a regret. So it's both at the same time. So the best thing is that somebody will get the car and they'll take care of it. So hope you enjoyed this video of my turning in the A5. So please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. So see ya.